Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Y Spaces, Apiron, Tuala, Symph, Secuna, Red Circle Global, Maroon Studios, and Aim High. Check out our partners in the description.
Welcome sa Startup Podcast PH, inspiring more Filipino entrepreneurs and innovators. Live tayo ngayon dito sa 2025 Regional Science, Technology, and Innovation Week in Western Visayas, organized by DOST Region 6 here in Robinsons, Rojas, Capiz. We have our first podcast feature from the Smart Harvest exhibit, Rainfold by Litos Manufacturing. And we have the founder, Miss Eleanor Olegario. Hello ma'am, kamusta?
Hello, good afternoon po sa inyo lahat. Papasalamat po ako at naimbita ko kami maging exhibitor dito po sa Region 6 RSTW.
And good afternoon din po sa ating live audience. Actually, first time ng Startup Podcast, mag-podcast sa loob ng isang mall. So thankful din po ang Startup Podcast na ma-invite dito para interviewin ang mga exhibitors. And ngayon nga po actually, we're having our first interview dito sa RSTW sa exhibit ng Smart Harvest. So actually si Rainfold ay all about Smart Harvest. And maybe I'll let you tell more po sa amin. So ano nga ba po itong Rainfold? So Miss Eleanor, ano nga po ba itong Rainfold?
Okay, ang Rainfold technology is a foldable tank. Kaya Rainfold, we're trying to get water from rain. So harvest rain for off-grid water supply or water source. So ito po pwedeng gamitin for disaster risk. Pwede rin po siya sa off-grid water supply for livelihood. Let's say crop farming. Pwede rin po siya sa hydroponics. And then nilalagay po ito sa remote communities. Pwede po sa WASH program nila. Para yung mga bata kasi na meron po kaming community sa Pangasinan, every day they have to bring in water to school. So we tried a solution para to help them with rainfall.
So basically para po ito sa mga sa mga areas and mga communities na medyo merong lack of access sa water.
Clean water.
Clean water, po. And you mentioned nga yung ilan sa mga communities na yan, Pero siguro po lang natin to kasi may rain and may fold Parang very interesting din yung fold na part So ano po ba yung fold na part dito?
Okay,
meron po din sample dito.
Okay, so ito po yung foldable tank. So, ayan, si sir na maghahawak. So itong foldable tank, it's 1,000 liters in capacity. So 1 by 1 by 1. And then, foldable siya kasi pwede siya paliitin. So, ang kasama sa kanya is meron siyang leaf catcher, may first diverter flush. So, ito po yung first pre-filtering namin. And then, pag na-store po siya, 1,000 liter capacity, bago po siya lumabas, meron po kaming 3-stage filter. Ito naman po yung filter namin.
Meron na mga demo dito.
So, ito po filter made out of the zeolite. Kasi, kinakatch po natin yung water sa rooftop. So, meron pong heavy metals doon. So, zeolite will come in to capture the heavy metals. And then, after that, it goes to the calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate, para ma-neutralize yung acid rain. So, ito naman po yun. And then, after that, it goes to the activated carbon para makuha o matrap niya yung organics. Kasi sa rooftop po, meron mga pusa, meron po bird poop, manure. Napupunta po yun sa gutter natin saka sa downspout. So, ang activated carbon po, we'll try to arrest that. And then, we're trying to make a version 2.0, which is, meron na pong kasamang fourth stage, which is a membrane. So, ito po, addressed na po ito with utility model. Pati po itong whole system namin, kasama na din po, may utility model din siya. Na-assist kami ng DOST para makakuha ng 4 na utility model para protected yung technology namin.
Yeah. I-clarify ko lang, Ma'am Eleanor, So, yung parang filtration niya, stages siya, So, doon sa buong rainfold na yung kanina, yung malaki. So, dadaan po yung water dyan in stages and then dadaanan na yung 4 na...
Yes. So, bago lumabas sa spigot, yung gripo niya, dadaan muna siya doon sa 3 stage. para ma-clean out yung toxins na nandun sa kanya, heavy metals, acidified rainwater, and at the same time, yung organics. So, dadaan muna siya bago tayo kumuha dun sa rainwater.
And is this potable drinking? Or
Yes,
wow.
we're trying to set the standard for drinking. Kasi yung mentality kasi natin mga Pinoy, kapag rainwater yan, ayoko ipaligo yan. Parang ganon. So, nothing touches my skin. Mga ganyan sila. So, nangyari, we wanted to give them a mentality na yung harvested rainwater natin, pwede natin ipaligo, pwede rin pong panghugas ng pinggan.
Panglaba.
And then, panlaba, pwede ho. And then, kasi every year, ang taas ng rainfall natin. Yun nangyari lang sa QC, kasi taga-QC ka.
Mahapon, yes.
Oo. Maghapon lang yon. 2 hours, 3 hours of rain. 100 millimeter na siya. Ang catchment lang ng Quezon City, ang kaya lang niya i-hold na rainwater is 50 millimeter. Nalagpasan pa raw niya yung Ondoy. So, we have so much resources of rain. Dapat, i-harvest po natin ito at gamitin natin.
Yes. Siguro emphasize lang din natin dito yung talagang problem that you're solving. Kasi tama nga naman, sa Pilipinas, meron tayong mga panahon na maraming ulan, meron tayong mga panahon na wala masyadong ulan, at meron tayong mga lugar na walang access sa clean water nga po.
Yes.
Siguro, pakwento lang po ulit, no? Ano ba yung parang nakita niyo, maybe na mga experience or mga communities or mga scenario situations na nakikita niyo na parang we need to help these communities, we need to help these Filipino people. So maybe we can tell more stories po sa kung ano ba yung talagang challenges na naranasan ng ibang mga Pilipino and how you really want to help them through rainfall.
Okay, yung small community namin sa Pangasinan where we get the minerals of the zeolite, we wanted to try to help them out kasi meron doon mga elementary schools, no? So, kung kayo, educated kayo sa remote communities, alam nyo, pag may elementary school, yung mga bata, naglalakad lang from their home, going to their school. So, every day, hindi lang yung books nila ang dala nila. Dala pa nila 5 liters of water. So, water lang talaga, pang-flush, saka pang-irrigate ng urban farming nila. Kasi wala silang water eh. Scarce sila doon.
So parang nag-iigib sila.
Nag-iigib. Oo. So dala-dala ni 7-year-old na maliit na bata, na payat. May books na siya. Meron pa siyang 5 liters of water.
So iuuwi niya po yung water para
dala na yung water from their house to the school.
To the school. Dahil kailangan ng school.
Kasi walang tubig yung school. So, paano sila urinate? So, kailangan nila mag-flush. So, si teacher, magdala kayo ng wala tayong choice.
Homework pala yun.
Homework nila. So, anong nangyari ito sa Pangasinan community na yon? Nakita namin may needs sila. And so we address this by putting in a structure of rainwater harvesting. Kasi in general, ang problem natin sa Philippines, marami tayong ulan. 2,500 to 4,000 millimeter of rain. Minsan per typhoon, nakukuha na natin yung average annual. O kaya dalawang magkadikit na typhoon, average annual na yon. Kasi ibig sabihin, ang lakas ng tubig. Pero ang problem, wala tayong resources. I mean, the structure to collect rain.
To collect rain and to clean, kumbaga.
Just to collect, wala eh. Yung dams natin, kulang na eh. So, walang structure. So, let's say, yung anti-flooding na mga ginagawa ng contractors ngayon, kung nalagay lang yan sa structure, at least, nakukuha natin yung rain. So, walang flooding.
Yes.
Mag-escalate din yun sa problem natin eh. Kaya lang, we don't have the structure. So, this is one structure solution. 1,000 liter per household. Kung bahay mo, kapitbahay kita, yung street natin, laging binabaha. So, meron ka, meron ako. Lahat ng ka-street natin, meron yan. We can prevent flood.
Oh,
yes.
Grabe, double benefit.
Yes.
Makakapag-kuha na nga, makapag-filter, makakaroon ng access sa clean water, and may pigilan ang baha.
Yes. Anti-flood.
Anti-
Actually, pang disaster risk din kami.
Yes.
So I'm glad na nandito ako sa Smart Harvest team or group. Pero nalalagay rin kami sa DRRM. So with DOST, they're pushing us to exhibit also in Handa Philippines. So after 2 weeks, nasa Zamboanga naman kami. And then we will donate one of the rainfall to Basilan a day after the exhibit. Kasi ayaw na namin ibalik sa Manila yung rainfall exhibit namin. Although wala ako dito. Yung dadali namin siya sa Basilan kasi meron pong Fisher Folks community doon. And then they have a solar power ice plant. So every afternoon, umuulan doon. So they want to harvest the rain para pang ice plant production nila the following day. So pag nag-harvest ay nag-wild caught fish sila, meron na silang ice bago nila ilagay sa distribution.
Ang galing po actually. Tsaka ang isa pang magaling dito, talking about parang yung mismong invention, it's not just the technology, but yung usability niya.
Yes.
Na na-imagine yung gamit niya is hindi parang mag-harvest as a community ng rainwater, I mean. Nag-harvest siya per household. So parang siyang hindi siya parang big effort nung community. Individual effort siya, pero makikinabang din naman ang buong community. So mas madali siyang gamitin, mas madali siyang ma-maintain, mas madali siyang ma-leverage. Now, balikan lang po natin yung foldable po So ano nga po ito yung foldable dito? Paano siya nag-play? Paano siya naging important doon sa ating invention?
Okay. We wanted it foldable kasi let's say, imagine, marami naman tanks dyan na present na pwedeng gamitin. Merong drums, may IBC tank. Kaya lang, used na sila. And then, hindi mo siya pwede i-fold. So, rigid. Ang problem, kung magdadala ka niyan sa remote community, let's say, sa 20-footer mo lalagay, galing ng Manila, going to, say, Basilan, or even Marawi, ang isang container will just fit in siguro around 15 units no IBC. Kasi hindi mo siya mapo-fold eh. Pero with us, kaya niya hanggang 25 na IBC tanks, ay na foldable tank na rainfold kasi folded siya. So, kung ma-imagine nyo, kung gato siya kalaki, yung box namin hanggang dito lang. 1/3 of the space lang. So, instead na isang malaking ganito na rigid, 3 units yung pwede naming dalhin. So, that's 3 times the volume of the water na pwede namin collect.
So, kumbaga, ang use pala ng foldability nito is actually portability.
Yes.
Para mas madala sa lalo na sa mga communities na nangangailangan nito. Balikan na ulit natin yung sa So, ito yung mga minerals, ano ba tawag ko dito? Minerals?
Minerals, yes.
Paano niyo po napili ito or parang how did you identify na ito yung mga part nung sa parang cleaning or filtering aspect naman nung ni rainfall?
Yeah. Well, I'm a chemical engineer and materials engineer by profession. So, we do clay nanotechnology. And with this innovation, we wanted to address the absorption capacity of the mineral para mas marami siyang ma-absorb na toxins. So, in particular for heavy metals, itong zeolite is very good. Kasi yung heavy metals, they have positive sign. Cation siya.
Cation.
Okay.
Cation.
And then, ang calcium naman, kaya niya talagang mag-neutralize ng acid rain. So, mineral din siya. So, with these two, ang advocacy ko rin kasi being in the minerals industry is to upgrade these minerals na hindi lang natin siya i-export na parang ore, but may useful application siya sa local industry. So, kasi ang invention naman, hindi naman kailangang sobrang galing mo or ikaw lang ang gumagawa nun eh. Like rainwater harvesting, it's a very old innovation. We just wanted it present sa mga communities natin. So, parang engaging kami, women, helping women. So, and then, in our own capacity, meron tayong ambag sa climate action or climate change.
Yeah. Actually, ang innovation nga po dito, more than the science, more than the technology, yung fact na siya ay accessible at mas, kumbaga, mas madali magagamit, lalo na ng mga communities na medyo walang access sa modern
Sa
technology.
water.
Speaking of that po, nakita ko lang kasi dun sa inyong exhibit, aside from schools, you also provide this for hospitals.
Yes.
So, ano po ba yung parang nakikita nyo rin na mga pinakamakikinabang talaga dito?
Yeah, mga case use scenarios nito, sa school kasi pwede siya sa WASH program. And then disaster risk kasi modular and then foldable and then pwede ilagay kagad sa community. And then livelihood as off-grid water supply. And then consumer sa household, so pwede rin siyang off-grid water supply, pantipid natin. And then ambag na rin natin sa climate action. And then also hospitals. Kasi nung na-isolate po tayo, di ba napapansin nyo, kailangan mag-hand wash muna sa hospitals. Kung walang alcohol, hand wash pa rin yung gusto nila. So, naglagay rin po kami sa mga hospitals ng mga rainwater during the time of pandemic. Pero wala pa siyang filter noon.
So ngayon po ba, so parang paano yung model of distribution nito? So, working with the government or working with the school mismo, so is it more of like pinapaggamit mo talaga sa kanila? Paano nyo po ba ito na-distribute sa mga communities?
Okay, right now, we're doing the corporate social responsibility. So CSR. Kasi minsan hard sell din yung pagbenta ng unit eh. So that's one. CSR is, I'm inviting foundations po. Baka meron po kayong community na gustong i-adopt. One unit is 50,000. But we also have the CSR package na pwede po namin i-certify pa na nag-donate kayo. And then you can have this as tax rebate. So let's say 100,000 for the 2 units. Isa-certify po namin na nag-donate kayo ng 100,000. And then you lodge this certification to BIR for tax deduction. So instead of you paying the tax, nag-donate ka. So pas nakikita mo yung where your taxes go. Hindi na siya napupunta sa mga bulsa na palitan.
Where your taxes go
Yes.
for an alternative flood control project.
So that's one, CSR. Actually, we were awarded the Medal of Recognition for DRRM from the League of Corporate Foundations. So talagang inaral ko kung paano kami makakapunta doon sa community or market na yon. Pangalawa is medyo na upcoming smart communities. So when we were invited in Catbalogan, they wanted to install rainfall in their island communities. So and then they also wanted it smart. So ang smart dito is parang yung maglalagay kami ng sensor para alam namin kung kailan i-change yung filters namin. And then another is I'm working with DOST ASTI para gawin siya na may matching. So pag nakita namin sa map, ito yung areas na medyo drought na. Ito yung areas na maraming ulan. And then may profiling kami sa community kung IP yun. IP ko indigenous peoples. And then kung si CSR, si company, gusto ko IP community. Gusto ko upland. Gusto ko yung talagang water scarce sila. O kaya gusto ko school. Na makikita namin may bubong sila doon. Mako-compute namin kung ilang rainfall. So yun yung mga collaboration na gusto namin mangyari. So one distribution is CSR and another is smart community.
Nasa harap nga po natin meron dito yung SDG goals to, diba? So parang pwede mangyari sa CSR model. Sir, ma'am, pili kayo ng SDG that you want to help with and then imamatch namin kayo sa, maybe for example, even if, ay ito sa SDG ba? Or,
madami ako.
For example, education nga. They also want to help in education.
Yes.
Let's say disaster risk or something. So, kayo ang magmamatch. Kayo ang magmamatch sa kanila dun sa, let's say, school, for example.
Yes.
Or maybe, they want, for example, sa Mindanao or sa Luzon. So, they can have, kumbaga, you also connect them and channel their, yung kagustuhan nilang tumulong.
Yes.
Sa nangangailangan talaga.
Parang we match them and then enhance. Kasi kung meron silang impact na gusto ma-derive at in conclusion do sa donation nila, kaya namin i-match yun. Kasi ito yung SDG nyo. So ito po yung ma-match namin sa inyo.
So really connecting people who can help to people who need help.
Yes.
Through rainfall.
Yes, through rainfall.
Trust the digital future with Twala. Secure and tamper-proof digital signature. Electronic notarization service. And custom AI agents for intelligent document workflows. Visit twala.io to learn more. In today's digital world, your organization needs more than just technology. It needs a strategic partner. At Symph, we build web and mobile apps that drive innovation for startups, enterprises, and organizations worldwide. Visit symph.co today.
Protect your assets from bugs before bad hackers exploit them. And launch your products seamlessly with Secuna, your trusted partner in cybersecurity. Receive reports in real time and work with security experts to find bugs in your products before others do. Let's make your security our priority.
And napuntahan po natin yung story, kasi also, Rainfold is produced or created by Litos Manufacturing. So, maybe first po doon tayo kay Rainfold. Paano po ba nag-start yung idea ng Rainfold? And maybe pakwento rin po, ano ba yung pinanggalingan talaga ni Litos Manufacturing? So, parang kayo din po, you mentioned kanina that you're an engineer, So, how did you decide, how did you think of making this company, of making, and then inventing and then turning them into products na makakatulong sa mga tao.
Sa community.
Apo.
So, Litos kasi it means stone.
Stone.
So, minerals-based talaga kami. So, Litos in Greek means stone. So, talagang bato po.
Mga minerals.
Minerals. So, ito po, we are creating solutions for climate technology. So, climate technology, let's say animal health, sinasama po siya sa animal feeds. Ang use niya po doon ay para yung mycotoxins ma-flush. Absorbent din siya ng toxins. And then wastewater para matanggal po yung heavy metals. And then pwede rin po kami sa fish pond, aquaculture, pantanggal ng ammonia. So lahat po yan, nung na-train po ako sa UN Women for Climate Technology, lahat pala nung application ko falls under climate tech. So, doon po nag-umusbong na, pwede pala akong solution to a particular problem. Like, yung susunod po namin na innovation is waste to energy. Yung pong pond, kung saan po nalalagay yung animal manure from animal farm, ikakap po namin para makuha yung methane. And then ito po, i-convert namin into energy.
Energy, biogas.
Yes. So, may acidic din doon sa gas na yon, kukunin ni Zeolite. So, yung innovations po na ginagawa ko ay, ang tawag dito, clay nanotechnology.
Clay?
Nanotechnology.
Bakit po clay?
Because of the minerals.
Okay.
So, what I do, kasi member din po ako ng International Natural Zeolite Association, nagbibigay din po ako ng research sa kanila dito sa Philippines. Like, last July, I was in Dublin to explain yung mga innovations namin. Like, ito po.
Meron ba tayong mga additional innovations here? Sige po, pa-explain itong BioCoat Z.
Yeah, BioCoat Z ko, ito po ay yung zeolite namin na nanoparticle. Ini-spray po namin siya sa cacao pod para hindi po siya kagatin ng mealbug. And then yung cacao pod, para siyang papaya eh. Ang ginagawa ng farmers, nilalagyan nila ng plastic sleeving. So, nasa-suffocate si cacao pod. Lalagyan na lang namin ng nanoparticle-sized zeolites. Ang itsura niya para siyang nalahar. So, may parang powder siya. So, protection against mealbug for crop protection and at the same time, from heat stress. So, ito po yung mga innovation. So, I continue on innovating and then I put the farmers as a stakeholder para magamit nila to do technical validations with them. So, similar with Rainfold, how it came to be, noong 2023 kasi, meron pong akong medical mission doon po sa community namin. Ngayon, yung foldable tank, available naman na po ito. Meron na pong naunang gumawa. Na nagsabi ko sa kanya, nag-co-development kami. So sabi ko, yung foldable top mo, ganong kalaki? Si Jonathan ko po ito. Sabi niya, it's 1,000 liters. So sabi ko, can I bring this to our remote community? So sabi niya, how many do you need? Sabi ko, around 3 schools will benefit from it. Okay, I'll give it for you for free. So ako, sa tuwa ko, sinabi ko dun sa medical mission, kasi 96 Singaporeans yon. Pinapunta ko dun sa community namin. So, 1,800 residents, nag-medical mission kami, nag-building mission kami. Nilagyan ko ng filter ngayon, yung foldable tank. And then, sinali ko po siya sa USAID, Philippine Water Challenge. Nanalo kami. Kasi ang team niya, rainwater. So, yun yung ginawa namin. Doon nag-start itong innovation namin na may community na kaming na-address na need, which is water scarcity. So, ganun sila nagsa-start.
Parang nakaka-curious lang, Ma'am Eleanor, when you began, like, yung mga innovations na to, intentional na po ba na first in the climate tech industry kayo, yung rain climate, tsaka second, medyo intentional na din po ba na your innovations are for helping communities or for helping those na medyo kulang ang access sa mga bagay-bagay na normal na access ng mga tao sa, for example, in the cities.
Mga necessities, like water. Yeah. Ang nangyayari po kasi, when I do innovation, I see to it na magbe-benefit ang community. So, since nandun ako sa climate technology, how will I make these minerals possible for solution? Kasi hindi pa naman pwede ibigay lang sa kanila yan. Okay na ho, bilhin nyo na po, isang kilo, 25 kilos, isang truck. Pero without explaining how will be benefiting them, hindi siya sell eh. So, hindi din siya innovation for the people.
Yes.
So, that's what I do. For every innovation, actually, gusto ko nga 1 product per SDG.
Yes.
So, 17 yan. So, nasa 3 pa lang po ako.
Ganda nun.
Yes. Yun yung goal ko. 1 product per SDG.
Sige, Ma'am. Example tayo.
Okay.
Zero hunger.
Zero hunger.
Number 2.
Yes, biocodes. Because it supports water, food security. Yan.
So, kaya rin pala si Rainfold. Si Rainfold po ba? Ano ba siya?
Pwede siya sa climate action. Pwede rin siya sa number 6. Yung clean water.
So, yun pala ang answer sa question ko kanina na paano nagsimula sa Rainfold. It's also, I mean, of course, we see the, yung parang, both an opportunity and a problem sa Pilipinas with regard to access sa clean water and with regard to yung, minsan sobrang daming ulan na hindi natin na di-dispose or na flow away na maayos na nagiging baha. But also, para maganda rin tignan, let's look at the SDGs and then ano nga ba ang pwede natin matulong given our expertise? Ano pwede natin ma-invent or ma-innovate and then let's solve that problem.
When I was asked, ano sa SDG ang pinaka-important? So, titignan mo, baka yung zero hunger yun, diba? Kasi, readily, yun yung problem na sinasolve mo eh. Kasi, parang survival mo yun. Ang pinaka-important pala dyan is number 12.
12, responsible consumption and
production. So, in anything that we consume and we produce, whether it be water, whether it be food, and even minerals. So, I make sure that I do this, produce this responsibly and consume this responsibly. Kasi kung minerals lang to, pwede lang nating export to as bato lang eh. Hindi ko na siya i-innovate. Hindi ko natutulungan yung market natin or yung countrymen natin. Mag-import na lang kayo ng galing din sa atin. Pero mas mahal na. So, yun yung gusto kong i-emphasize. Yung number 12 is responsible consumption and production. Yun yung key natin para mag-innovate pa tayo ng mag-innovate.
At I think sakto din yan sa team ngayon ng RSTW, which is building smart and sustainable communities.
Yes, isa rin yan. Meron din yan, number.
May isa lang ako gustong balikan. Parang meron pang, may gusto pa ako ma-pull out from you eh. Kasi you're doing this nga for the people. So, wala po ba dati? Ito yung talagang nasa puso nyo or talaga nasa mindset nyo na I will really innovate for the people. Parang you could have innovated for, let's say, profits
An
or for, let's
industry.
say, an industry,
Yes.
ganyan. But you chose to innovate for the people. I think it's very obvious naman po with the kind of products that you're doing. So, paano napunta po dun talaga? So, for the people.
Well, actually, just emanate eh. Parang ako kasi, minsan when I work, and then I look for proposals, look for grants, hindi na para profit yun eh. Para magawa ko lang yung produkto at a scale na pwede na siyang gamitin ng community. So, parang ang iniisip ko na lang, kailangan pag may naisip akong innovation, umabot siya sa community. Hindi lang siya innovation na nasa shelf. O kaya innovation na, kasi wala pang bumibili for me to license out. Hindi ko ilalabas sa community. So akin, kahit walang ibang adapters, at ako lang ang magpa-fund or ako yung maghahanap ng innovation na yon, hanggang mabenta ko or mabigay ko doon sa community, whether it be a direct sale or even donation. Parang iisipin mo rin kung paano mo mabibigay sa community. Kung i-donate na lang siya ng ibang company, okay rin sa akin yon. Kasi mapapayaran kami at makakagawa ako ulit ng unit for another community.
Actually, yes, that's very true po. First of all, ang gandang mindset nung talagang when you innovate, iisipin mo lahat ng kailangan mangyari para mapunta ito dun sa talagang nangangailangan. And second, I think it's also not good na parang you make a product and you yourself donate it. Maganda yung may model nga na dadaan sa, let's say, CSR. Kasi even if this is like an innovation nga, we need to make this sustainable. Hindi yung parang pwedeng ginawa mo lang siya isang beses, binigay mo siya isang beses, and then yun na. So kailangan parang magiging sustainable nga na talaga nasa-solve ang problema ng isang community or ng mga Pilipino. Parang ang definition ko nga sa startups are not just something that you launch, or parang innovations are not just something that you launch. Para siyang kunwari, meron tayong bakod, yung parang yung mga nagpipigil ng water sa dam, for example. Pag nabutas yun, problem yun. So hindi lang yun pwedeng pigilan mo lang. Kailangan yung gagawin ng solution, yung gagawin ng innovation ay something na talaga matatakpan yung butas na yun para solve talaga siya na kumbaga sustainable. Hindi lang siya band-aid solution. It should be solution na maglalast for many
years. Yes. Para yan triple P, people, planet, and profit. So may profit ka pa din para masustain mo na makatulong ka pa.
Now speaking of that po, we discussed na kanina yung parang model nga ni Rainful. Pero since you also mentioned kanina na parang mahalaga po sa inyo yung when you think of an idea, you think how to really give it to the community. So, si Rainful po ba, considering yung parang paggawa ng mismong structure, yung the other things, yung distribution, for example. So, maybe pa-share lang din po ng story of how you really develop the whole package, the whole thing. Paano po ba nag-iisip ang isang innovator, ang isang Miss Eleanor?
Okay. Parang half-baked kasi yung foldable tank. So, I cannot do it alone. So, I do collaborations. So, yung manufacturer ng foldable tank, I talked with him. And then si Jonathan ko yun. So, siya na yung part na yun. And then yung filter, because I do innovation, added value dun sa kanyang foldable tank, he just let me be. Sige, Jonathan, ito yung design, gawin natin. And then, very much willing siya, even with the human resources, nabibigyan niya ako. And then, ang dynamics namin, since industry partnership siya, ang bilis din namin siya na scale na nagkaroon kami ng IP, intellectual property protection through utility model. So, trust niya sa akin and trust ko din sa kanya na may ownership kami together doon sa system, and then may ownership ako naman doon sa filter. And then we co-produce again. So, nanganganak. Kasi yung collaboration nyo, alam nyo na how to work together. So, you have to do involvement with other people doon sa innovation mo. You share the innovation, you co-produce or you co-develop with each other. Basta, at the end, co-owner kayo.
Yeah, and that's the power of collaboration.
Yes.
Sa Litos Manufacturing po ba, mag-isa lang kayo or may kasama rin naman kayo?
May mga kasama din ako.
Ilan po ba kayo sa team? Pwede ko shout out.
Shout out kay Escalona Saab. Nasa US siya ngayon. She's with Nature Based Solution. Bernard Valmonte, who's in charge with minerals processing. Yung son ko si Sean Nadarata is with Invention din. Ito pala, shout out. Invention niya to.
Ethylene gas grabber.
Ethylene gas grabber.
Paano po ba ito?
So, nilalagay ito sa basket of fruits and vegetable para ma-extend yung life ng fruits and vegetable.
Yes, parang ethylene gas nga. Yung sa saging, tama ba? Yung kaya siya nagiging...
Yes, yung ethylene gas, yun yung nagpapahinog sa fruits and vegetable.
Yes.
So, kailangan i-grab natin yun. So, EGG, nilagay namin sa egg container.
Sa egg.
Para meron siyang market recall. Yan. And then, si Jonathan ko is also one of my co-founders din. And then, birthday ng anak ko ngayon. And hello, Joshua. Happy 14th birthday. Nandito si Mama. Celebrate na lang pagbalik.
Anyway, si Litos Manufacturing, para siyang R&D company, tama ba? Or R&D and manufacturing din, and production din.
Yes,
so,
it's one of our services.
So, but you also have other services pa, parang, do you also do yung parang commission research, or really you do R&D on your own, you innovate on your own, and then you find the market, you find the model for it?
Yeah. Merong mga ganong models na kami yung nag-innovate, like what we did with Jonathan. And then meron din po collab with universities. So, pag ganon, may ibang mandate si university, so I have to wait for that.
Yes.
And then with Biocode Z, this is with De La Salle University. So, hi Biocode Z team. Ano rin yan, magagaling din silang mag-pitch. Kasi, nananalo rin kami sa mga competitions with Biocode C din. So, it's a new innovation din.
Yeah, but personally, parang nagagalingan ako dito kasi collab is really very powerful because you alone as an individual cannot do all of these things. Pitching, innovating, the business side. So, it's nice na, kumbaga...
Also a mother.
And also a parent, also a mother, So, the power of collab nga po talaga, Now, siguro, since medyo mag-overtime na po tayo, final question na lang, Miss Eleanor, ano po ba talaga yung vision or parang future na nakikita nyo? Maybe in 2 points. Kay Rainfall, so maybe do you see na parang more and more communities sa Pilipinas and more companies are using this as their CSR channel? And then second po, kay Litos Manufacturing. So patuloy-tuloy pa rin ba yung R&D? Ano ba yung parang future na pwedeng abangan na mga nakikinig dito? So, ayun.
Okay, for rainfall, ang vision namin is 1 rainfall per barangay. So, we have 46,000 barangay here in the Philippines. And then, pwede pa magdoble kung gagawin nilang disaster risk. Kasi lalagay nila sa evacuation center aside dun sa barangay halls. So, 2 sana per barangay. So, 46,000 times 2. So, it's a structure na pwede nating gamitin to hold rainwater for climate action, to prevent flooding. Kasi yan na yung medyo word of the day, flooding.
At saka problema naman talaga ang flooding.
Yes.
Metro Manila, Quezon City last time. Tsaka even Bulacan. I'm from Bulacan din actually.
Yes.
Medyo binabaha na kami.
So it's one solution that one homeowner or even one community, which is barangay, can solve. So it's a good thing for us. Rainfall in every household. Yan ang gusto namin.
Rainfall in every household.
Yes. So for Litos naman, since we're in the minerals space, and then we're using clay nanotechnology to modify the minerals, ang goal namin is to develop more products aligned with climate technology. So kasi minsan, pag minerals industry ka or extractive ka, parang negative na kagad yung dating But kami kasi, we're trying to give solution for environment. So for people and planet kami, social and also environmental. Para hindi na tayo nag-i-import ng ganitong klaseng minerals or adsorbents kasi ang counterpart namin chemical-based na So lalong mas mahirap sa environment yon. So similar with what Ukraine is offering. Ukraine. ino-offer niya yung critical minerals niya sa US for peace and security. So why cannot we do that also with our minerals? I-enhance natin, i-upgrade natin, make new products to help our community. So right now, we have 8 utility models over the past 3 years lang. So dadamihan ko pa for my commitment towards sustainability and helping the community.
By the way, I just want to ask po, so yung minerals na ito, paano siya exactly like nakukuha from saan sa Philippines or?
Yeah, there are designated areas na may minerals talagang ganon.
For example, sa mga volcanic areas ba yan?
Yes, the zeolites came from a volcanic origin. And then, kung ma-imagine mo, yung Mount Pinatubo, diba nag-eruption siya? It's one nature-based solution. So, nung nag-eruption siya noong 1991, for 2 years, nagbaba ang temperature ng climate natin by 0.5 degrees Celsius. Pero ako, hindi ko na kaya ngayon yun kasi global na siya eh. Ang effect ko, ang impact ko, sa scale lang natin dito sa Earth. So, kung meron tayong heating up sa lagoons, sa animal lagoons, i-convert natin to energy or i-capture natin yung CO2 using these adsorbents. So, parang ganun lang ang scale na kaya ko. And then, we're innovating para mas marami kaming ma-absorb na CO2. Parang ganun.
So, sa inyo pong, sa Litos Manufacturing, you have like the equipment, even the space to nagawa na mga ganito po?
Yes. So, we have a milling equipment to do this. We have the sieving equipment. And then also aligned with permits na pwede kami mag-extract nito responsibly. Kaya nga SDG 12, responsible consumption and consumption. So, hindi kami basta-basta lang nagmimina. We're doing this on an engineering level na hindi siya nakakasama sa environment.
It's a scale na hindi sustainable actually. Hindi,
yes.
Walang negative impact na may
we just extract what is needed by the industry. Hindi nga kami nag-export ngayon eh. Kasi gusto namin yung industry local ang matutulungan namin. I like that.
Introducing Aim High. Smarter construction management starts here. Monitor costs and progress with real-time insights. Plan ahead and adapt with streamlined scheduling tools. Make data-driven decisions to avoid costly delays. Increase efficiency and profit with Aim High.
Running a business? Make it smarter with Red Circle Global. Streamline operations, boost productivity, and manage everything in one powerful ERP system. Book your free business demo today at redcircleglobal.com. Guided by one of our top experts.
Ayun. Grabe. Thank you so much, Miss Eleanor, sa ating conversation. Actually, ang dami ko natutunan. And actually
Hindi ka naman na-nosebleed.
Hindi naman po, pero actually na-inspire ako kasi this is really science for the people, and sana na-inspire ang ating mga listeners and sana ang ating live audience dito, pati mga kumakain sa tabing restaurant natin, mga dumadaan, sana na-inspire sa science and technology for the people. By the way, if our listeners, Ma'am Eleanor, want to know more about Rainfold or Litos Manufacturing, so how can they know more? Baka you can share to your website or Facebook or anything.
Okay, Facebook is Litos Manufacturing. And then they can call me 0920-912-9187. And then probably ko rin, kasi last time we were featured in Game Changer. So, September 5 lang po yun. So, if you wanna know about the product Rainfold, look at YouTube and then look for Rainfold, September 5 episode of Game Changer.
Ayun, search lang po natin si Rainfold. And lalabas din tayo sa YouTube and Spotify soon.
Okay.
So, ayun, thank you so much, Miss Eleanor. It's a very inspiring actually po na conversation. And thank you sa ating audience. Salamat. And thank you sa mga nakinig. Salamat.
Thank you very much to our 61 patrons. This episode is super powered by AskLexPH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. Argum AI. Make smarter decisions by presenting both sides of an issue as argued by two distinct AI models. Pixel by ePlayment. Turn content into opportunity, grow deeper connections, and earn more. Only with Pixel. Sign up at pixel.eplayment.co. School of Profits. Filipino-led community for aspiring freelancers, VAs, agency builders, and online earners. Built to help you start, grow, and earn online together. Founders Launchpad, our ecosystem partner. Early stage accelerator providing venture capital funding, operational support, and mentorship. Hire Business Solutions, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. Agile Data Solutions, the Philippines' fastest growing market insights tech company with its data gathering platform Hustle PH. Smile Checks, streamline hiring and onboarding with automated background checks. Cloud CFO, cloud accounting service provider for businesses ready to grow. Cloverly Tech, all-in-one digital platform for property developers. Body BTs, accessible and personalized diabetes self-management application. HKB Digital Services, tech-based business tools including payroll, ticketing, and loyalty rewards. Hyperstocks, digital banking enabler for rural and thrift banks. One CFO, CFO services, bookkeeping and tax, and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. Unawa, driving digital transformation with secure, legally enforceable electronic signatures and robust AML compliance. SchoolTech, all-in-one AI integrated school and learning management system. Better Support, a Manila-based BPO company. They have a referral program for people who can bring in new clients. You might know a Western-based business that needs better support. Britanna, enterprise-grade ERP solution that fits the small and medium business budget. Wonder Brand, data science-driven brand strategy and design for emerging markets. East Point Business Outsourcing Services, one-stop shop for streamlined business solutions for MSMEs such as business registration, bookkeeping, and more. DiviCode Technologies Incorporated, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. NutriCoach, personalized nutrition and wellness programs for you. This episode is powered by Stugbodok, JIA Engineering Solutions, Alcacon Aquafeeds 1Alj, Grey Wolf Technologies Philippines, Pareto Consulting, Jure.ph, Big Giant Games, Pahatid PH, Wistless PH, Tech Tribe, Yay, Uplift Code Camp, Board Prep, Dohey Philippines, Edfolio, Hive Rooms, Sirius MD. Support the podcast through the links in the description.